Hi everyone. I decided to remake this video because it was way too long the first time, so here it is. Hi everyone, I want to talk to you about a video Jonah made about me. He titled it, "Are We in a Christian Witch Hunt?" But in reality, it was a complete misrepresentation of what actually happened. He claimed I was banned for breaking rules and that I was lying about him. But that's not the truth. What's hurtful is that he left out so many important details, and it's obvious that he's trying to protect himself and his mods and avoid accountability rather than tell the whole story. The whole situation with Jonah and his community has had a profound impact on me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I struggle with trauma from the way I was treated, and it's made me doubt God's existence, goodness, and justice. I feel like God didn't care or intervene, even when I begged Him to. This experience has been incredibly painful and has even made me feel like I want to give up. The lack of apology and remorse from Jonah and his mods has only added to the hurt. The entire situation has completely destroyed my reputation. I've been gossiped about and talked about in a way that's been really cruel. It's been really tough experience and it's hard to deal with the aftermath of all this. Also, I noticed after my first week of being inside Jonah's Discord server back in August of last year that one of his mods named Jackie seemed to single me out and enforce rules in a way that felt unfair. I would get in trouble for things that others would get away with, and it felt like she was waiting for me to mess up. It was really frustrating, and it made me feel like I was walking on eggshells, knowing what would get me in trouble next. It's after a period of time I developed a crush on Jonah because his ministry helped me and I felt grateful. I told who I believed to be a regular member in a private message, but I found out they're actually a moderator, and they told Molly, the main mod at the time, about my crush after they promised they wouldn't. But Molly didn't mention my crush to Jonah until after I was banned. Here's the issue. My viewed interaction I had with Jonah through a lens where she thought I was hitting on him no matter how innocent my interactions with him were. But what actually triggered the issue was when I told Jonah I believe God said we should be friends, which in my church context is a phrase of appreciation for his ministry. Apparently, this statement made him uncomfortable due to misunderstanding about its meaning. I thought that was like a universal Christian language thing and everybody understood it. I was wrong about that. From what I understand, Jonah discussed with a mod that I made him uncomfortable due to my statement. However, nobody informed me that I made him uncomfortable or gave me a chance to apologize, explain myself, or correct my behavior. Instead, I was just banned without warning. The next day, when I tried to log into the Discord server, I found out I was banned. If I had known that my words had caused discomfort, I would have taken a step to address the issue and make things right. But without any communication or warning, I was left blindsided and hurt by Jonah and his mods. Also, during the time I was banned, Jonah blocked me on Instagram, and I found out it was Molly who told him to initially block me. At first, he hesitated to block me because he thought I could still benefit from his content, but eventually he did block me. That's when I reached out to him on Facebook to apologize if I had done anything to upset him or offend him at the time. I didn't know what happened, but I wanted to clear the air and let him know I meant him no harm. I only wanted to support his ministry, which he had helped me when I messaged him on Facebook. But he put a heart emoji on my message, but then he blocked my ability to message him, although I could still interact with his content. After being unbanned, it seemed like they gave me another chance, not because they believed my side of the story, but because they felt obligated to. And to give some context, I know that I was banned from making him uncomfortable because my friend got information for me and talked to a mod, and they told him I made Jonah uncomfortable with my statement about the whole friendship thing. Uh, Jackie, that's her name, she said to my friend, a former member, that Jonah did not have a single problem with me until after I made him uncomfortable. Anyways, a mod reached out to me to apologize on everyone's behalf for how I was mistreated and banned, and how I was, as she worded it, a misunderstanding or understanding that I had feelings for Jonah, and that they thought I was just in there to get close to Jonah. They would have known that wasn't true if they bothered to talk to me, but okay. One of the mods even told me to knock it off when I tried to get answers about what happened after I entered the Discord server again. Everyone acted friendly and nice, but no one would ever correct my behavior or inform me if I had ever did anything wrong. They just quietly sat back and watched. Later, Molly, the mod who banned me the first time, confided in me about her own experiences with Jonah in the community. She claimed that Jonah overworked her, which took a toll on her mental health, and that's why she stepped down from main moderator to a regular mod. She also said that Jonah mistreated her and that he was a jerk in real life. Her family hates Jonah, and I overheard her sister saying some pretty harsh things about him in the background. Molly and Jules is another mod, told me that Jonah overreacted when I drew a picture for his birthday. He claimed it made him uncomfortable because he thought I drew it because of my crush, even though I only drew it because it was his birthday and he was the teacher, and I was showing appreciation. But he liked another girl's drawing with no problem, but mine was crossing the line because he knew I had a crush on him. I thought I could draw the picture with no issue because I thought we cleared up any misunderstandings. I was wrong. His mods had to rebuke him for overreacting and told him to knock it off, basically, and he agreed that he overreacted. But I'm pretty sure he did that just to save face, though, when he realized his overreaction wasn't well received. He lied when he said he didn't have any negative thoughts towards me. That's why I thought I could draw the picture, because he said he didn't have a problem with me. Like, I thought that meant that he knew I wasn't trying to do anything, but later I drew the picture and I regretted it. Anyways, also, Molly claimed that she thought Jonah had a crush on me because of his excessive complaining in the mod chat about my drawing I made for him. Molly and I became friends, and we would often laugh and joke around while playing Fortnite and chatting in Group VC with Jonah and the other mods. However, despite our friendly interactions, I was banned from the Discord server the next day without warning. When I tried to message Molly on Facebook to ask why I was banned, she blocked me instantly without responding. This hurt me, especially since she had treated me like a sister before that, and I thought we reconciled and made up. She said that she misjudged me after I got back inside the Discord server and apologized for jumping to conclusions about my intentions towards Jonah. Molly falsely accused me, one of the reasons why I was banned, of asking for Jonah's personal information and manipulating her to get information about other mods, which was completely false. When Jules initially reached out to me, her message was very disrespectful and judgmental and condemning me without any evidence. I was banned without warning, investigation, or evidence. It wasn't until after I had friends get in touch with the mods that I was informed about what I was accused of, and I was allowed to defend myself. So Jules reached out to me only after my friends got in touch with the mods to get them to talk to me. I sent a voice recording which Jules screen recorded to prove my innocence. However, I was kept in the dark for 2 months without any updates. In the end, she told me that I would stay banned because it was healthier for everyone, citing that I was banned for unspecified accumulation of behaviors that no one bothered to tell me about. Still don't know what they are. To add insult to injury, just 1 week before I was banned, Jazzy, another moderator, had praised me for good behavior. It's clear that the reason given for my ban was pretext. And now you know everything that happened. Don't fall for Jonah's one-sided vague narrative. I know Jonah is counting on the fact that he has so many fans and so many loyal followers who see the good in everything that he does, and he's counting on that when he said in the video that people are going to hear things about him even if it's not true. He is counting on your loyalty and you to see the good in him to ignore everything I'm saying. But think about it. We all know that one person who treats us like trash behind closed doors but is nice to everyone else. And when you try to tell people about it, they instantly dismiss you because, oh, well, they were always nice to me, therefore I don't believe you. It's that scenario again, along with his mods. And one more thing before I go. So, underneath that video Jonah made about me, there were people who didn't want to believe him because he was being vague and leaving stuff out. And he's told everyone who asked about that he basically gave an excuse of he doesn't think he should make multiple videos just be about a former member just because they're offended that they couldn't follow his Discord guidelines. Totally misrepresenting, total lie about that. He knows exactly what happened. And then he said, "Oh, it's the false accusations. It's all documented and incident reported. You can go ask my mods, and they'll tell you everything what she did." So a person I've been talking to went to go talk about the situation, went and talked to the mods. He told them everything that happened because they were asking him a bunch of questions. And in the end, instead of giving him the incident report and telling him what I did to get banned, they instantly kick him out of the Discord server after making him wait 2.5 hours in silence because they told him to wait. After asking him a bunch of questions, they made him wait, and he just sat in there for 2.5 hours, hoping they'd get back with him. But in reality, they just kicked him out. See, I don't think Jonah actually thought people were gonna take him up on his offer and actually go talk to his mods because he knows there is no incident report, and if they didn't tell me why I was banned, why would they tell anyone else? So yeah, there you go. There's the whole truth. I hope like and share and subscribe if you want to. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And have a nice day.